I'm finally getting rid of those wheels. I've hated those wheels since the day I bought the truck. Facebook Marketplace and bought some of these wheels. Other than color, they're just like the ones that was on my white truck before. I've always loved 5 and 6 spoke wheels. So, Facebook Marketplace, bring them home, clean them up, let them dry. Wet sand. I'm using some 180 on spots like this, where they fell off the trailer and into the gravel, with some 400. And then also wet sand with 1500. And then they get painted. Now on the sandpaper, I'm budgeting myself 1 sheet of 400 and 1 sheet of 1500 per wheel. And so far, it's been working out good. That's what you want them to look like when you're ready to paint. Something I do, make sure you got plenty of water on that sandpaper. I just let it soak. And as you see, this is also sudsy water. I like a little bit of soap in the water to help lubricate. Nothing special, just a little bit of, well, that's actually Dawn. Just a little bit in there. And then also wipe down the rims as soon as you get done sanding them and rinsing them off. So here we go. Drying, waiting for me to come out after lunch and start shooting some paint. Now I noticed something here. Blue 3M. It's for interracial kids. It is for people with COPD and cool guys in sunglasses with a shaved head. Whatever you're gonna be painting on, you need to make sure it's clean. This thing is anything but clean. So, here we go. For today's base coat, we're going with Rust-Oleum wheel paint. It is the matte black in color. And here's another pro tip. If you store the stuff upside down after you buy it, that gets all the goo that sticks at the bottom of the can and makes it fall down here, and it starts mixing up as it goes down. So then when it's time to actually use it, it's already halfway mixed. The wheels are about ready to paint. I've got them all shot black, matte black, and they're dried, and I'm ready to put this clear on. This clear is not your regular Walmart clear. Most of your spray cans has a very low quality clear coat that loses its shine after 2 months in the sun, 3 months in the sun maybe. Anybody who's dabbled in spray paint knows what I'm talking about. Recently they started selling automotive clear in a spray can, and what it is, they call it 2K clear. This one is Spray Max 2K clear. This was on Amazon. This stuff's not cheap. Still cheaper than getting a paint gun and a compressor and everything, but it's not cheap as far as spray bomb goes. It's a 2-part mixture. You gotta put this red button on that nozzle, and then you crack it down, and that opens up the second chamber inside. And then you gotta mix it, and you only have so long to spray. Some of the brands it'll last a few hours, some of the brands it'll last a few weeks on the shelf. But it's not shelf stable. It's not gonna sit there for 6 months and be able to spray when you come back to it. But this is automotive quality clear coat. It doesn't yellow, it doesn't get brittle, it doesn't fall off. That's what I'm using on these wheels. This is partially an experiment as far as I'm concerned, because this is the first time I've used it. One of the things you do need to be careful on is the chemicals in there. It says right on the lid, professional use only. This 2-part paint contains isocyanates. I don't know what that is. Protective mask must be worn when spraying paint from aerosol. That sounds scary. Now I have let these flash, and I'm gonna go ahead and start clearing them. Again, I don't have a proper paint booth. So what I've done, I've got my exhaust fan right there, and then over here, I've got my fan blowing in. Obviously, that part of the garage is an addition. That used to be a window. But so I've got somewhat cleanish air coming in from over here. It's gonna come across the wheels over this way and blow out the door, in theory. In reality, it's probably just going to put a bunch of bugs and dirt in my paint. That's okay. So let's see how this turns out. 3 cans of color with a little bit left over, and 1 can of clear with absolutely nothing left over. Now I close up the garage, turn off the air, and let the stuff bake for a while. Come back tomorrow and take a look at it. Okay, it's a few hours later. I'm a little excited here because these things look great. Look at that. They don't look perfect. But, you know, then again, neither does the truck. But they do look amazing. The center caps, high gloss. Peel that off. Sweet. Got an appointment for tomorrow evening to get them mounted and balanced. It's going to cost way too much, blow the budget, but cool costs money. I'm stoked.